Right, excellent. In recording mode. Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Magic Moments Movement Zoom. Um, I'm genuinely, like hand on my heart, excited to do this event every Wednesday. We've been doing this for, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks now, and for me, it gets better and better as we see everyone on here. I just want to say thanks for giving up your time, or what I sort of choose to believe is investing in your time right now too, or investing in yourself with this time. So what I get excited about with this is I know, and I think we all know that lots of people are looking for something different in their life. They're looking for change. They're probably feeling like they're meant for more than what they're doing, just something more purposeful. And we get to share with them tonight what we do, what we have, and just present it to you all to see if you believe it could be a fit for you. So, you know, I always think to myself, it's really, really easy to get caught up in that treadmill of life. I wouldn't call it so much the trap of life, but just that busyness of life where you get up, you go to work, you might not necessarily enjoy your day, you're completely exhausted, you get home, and the only thing you can think to yourself is, wow, I've got to go to bed, get up and do this all over again. And purely because we know that everyone else is doing that. So it's that sort of safe place to be. Well, if everyone else is doing that, that must be normal and that must be right. And I've seen and met and listened to a lot of people, and I know for a fact that it's not just the only way to do life. So we can find that, we're selling out on ourselves. We're selling out on ourselves. We're selling out on our time. We sell out on our family. We sell out on our dreams. And as I said, it's we can believe this is normal purely because everyone else is doing it. So tonight we're going to inspire you with an option, plan B, a possible plan B. And it's an option that can allow you to dream again. Now, this may or may not be for you, and that's okay. But what I do want to do is encourage you to just sit back, listen, and absorb the information you're going to hear, because you just might know someone that might be interested in this, or even if you're listening and you're thinking, wow, is this something, that could be for me? Just sit back and think to yourself, what if? When you're listening through tonight, just think back, sit back and think, what if life could be different? What if I could be having more time with my family, just more personal time? What if I could be working with like-minded people that are mission-driven, passionate, people that are fueling my flame and not pissing on it, really? And what if you could be earning a little bit of extra money into your house to take some financial, stress or pressure off the household? So yeah, just as I said, I encourage you to sit back and just think, what if things could be different? How would your life look like then? So tonight you're going to hear about an amazing, a really amazing but very, very simple product, Juice Plus, which is based on Mother Nature. You're going to hear about the company behind it. You're also going to be hearing about a business opportunity that really and truly is bringing back choice into people's lives and bringing back excitement into people's lives. So I feel pretty humbled to be a part of this movement, this mission, and also to be introducing you to the speakers that will be sharing with you some information tonight. But just before I do that, I want to share with you a little bit about the company. It's been around for 47 years, so it's a long time. It's a really long time. It's a huge organisation. We get Juice Plus out to over 20 countries around the world, and the company actually has, invests money in having its product scrutinised just to prove that it works. So it's a pretty significant thing. We like to call ourselves the company with a heart. We're known as the company with a heart, and the reason I say that is we have a very, very simple mission, and that is to inspire healthy living around the world. And it's not about making the company richer or the CEOs richer. It's about inspiring healthy living around the world, and that's for everybody. Like, everybody's looking for that. The founder of the company, Jay Martin, is still the man behind the mission today. So 47 years later, he's still the man behind the mission. You just don't. That just doesn't happen. It doesn't exist anymore. So it's an amazing thing. It's very unique. And globally, we've done over $10 billion worth of sales on our very, very simple and narrow product focus. So with that, I'm going to hand over to Matt Avellano. Matt's an awesome guy. He's been working with the company a number of years now, but he's completely product passionate. And I'll let him share with you why that is. So, Matt, I'm going to just spotlight you, mate, and take you off mute. Where are you? Over here. So unmute you. Right, mate, share with us.
Cool, buddy. Thank you. And thank you guys for jumping on tonight.
I think I lost you. I've got you. Hang on a sec, Matt. Don't go away. Unmute. Jeez, it's jumping around. You see, I'm literally clicking and it's jumping around. Hang on. Let's do it again. There you are, Matt.
There we are.
Bingo. Jeez, it was all over the shop.
Okay. They're very simple.
Our product's easier than this.
As Paulie said, yes, our products are very simple and they just bring it back to the basics, you know. I try and educate people about eating, but I always say just keep it simple. So here's our products. They're very simple. Here and here, there's 30 different types of fruit and vegetables. There's our fruit, berry, veggie, and berry blend. They're concentrated fruit and veg powders. And in these three, there's over 30 different types of fruit and vegetables. And what I love about these, again, is why it's so simple. There's a food label on the back. There's no big words, you know, you can't understand or you don't know what they mean. So on the back here, you know, it's got broccoli, beet, tomato, parsley, spinach, and it's just all written there. So it's very simple and very convenient. And that's what I love about these. And also with these, any adult on these can nominate a child to take the choose. And in here, there's 17 types of different fruits and vegetables. And so as I said, any adult that's on the capsules can nominate one child between 4 to 18 years old, and up to 4 years to get this free. So that's a lot of fruits and vegetables to get into your young child's body while they're growing and developing. So it's a great way to really optimise, you know, your family's health. Paulie did mention before about us being a company with a heart. And this is why we not only look after you, we look after your whole family. So, look, you know, it's as I said, it's just a brilliant way to really optimise your family's health. And we have an Omega blend. Again, this is in a vegan capsule. Again, it's all plant-based. We bypass the fish and go straight to the source. And this has got some amazing fats in it. You know, so really good to help not have your body survive, but to thrive and to live well and live strong. So that's our Omega blend. And also our last product is our complete shakes. Again, these are jam-packed whole food goodness, lactose and gluten-free. These all can be used for a pre or post workout. I love these on a pre-workout because I understand it's all about your recovery. You know, in one of these, exactly what your body needs to help your body recover and to restore what you've done to it by giving it a good workout and really looking after those muscles and tissues. That's the stuff what you've kind of really beaten up while in your training session. So as we said, that is our products. They're very simple, all whole food and very clean. And that's them. I'm going to pass on to Amber. Amber's going to share her bit of a product story and that sort of stuff. So a couple of questions for Amber. What was your health like before Juice Plus, and what do you like about it? And how do you see your family's health moving forward with Juice Plus?
Hey guys, thanks Matt. Nice to see you.
You too, buddy. You too.
I never see you in person, Matt. I only ever see you, so it's nice to see you.
I know, exactly.
Okay, so my health beforehand, and sorry for the husky voice. I don't normally speak like this, but I teach classes all day long, and I'm a bit husky today, so excuse that. Anyway, my health beforehand pretty good, but I kind of slacked off. You know, I have 4 kids. I'm busy. I wouldn't sit and have a meal. I eat on the go. Sometimes I just run out the door, have a coffee. I think it's a familiar story for a lot of mums, busy working mums. Coffee out the door, run to work, don't eat anything proper until maybe a lunch break if I get one, and then even then it's still on the go and maybe not something as nutritious as I could have hoped. And then back home, running around, in and out the door of ballet, you know, running around with kids. I'd eat a few mouthfuls, run out the door, come back, might have something more cold, and then, you know, it's just the timing, and probably was looking for something that would just give me a kickstart into eating a little bit better and getting all of those nutrients and vitamins into me as well. So, you know, if I'm ever lacking. So when I met my mate Paulie, I was a bit intrigued about stuff, and he sort of filled me in, and that's when I did a Shred 10, and haven't looked back. I've done 3 of them now, and like Paul and I spoke about the other day, is that I'm constantly living it now. So those post the 10 days, and I think you guys have just finished it. This is day 10, I think, isn't it? Is that right? Yeah. So day 10, and now you're in the living it phase, and that's just, you know, cutting down things. So coffee, not having one every morning. If it's a habit thing, the shake, best thing for me, the product, having that shake in the car on the way to work, it sort of fills that void, that routine of having a coffee. I won't lie, the first 3 days without having caffeine, it's a killer. My head was pounding nonstop for like all 3 days. But then it got better. And so I think for fear of having to go through that again, I kind of just lacked off the coffees. I just was like, all right, well, I don't need to have them every day. I can have a complete, and it'll do the job. You know, I've got that drink on my way to work. So now I'm just living it. So I do introduce things on a more minimal amount. You know, I may not just be going straight for the cheese and crackers every single time I want to eat, but I will still have a cheese and cracker every now and then. But I feel good about the fact that I've been shredding, and anytime I do feel like I need a bit of a kickstart again, just straight back on it. And I will just say that the best thing about a shred is that I never went hungry, and the fear of being hungry is like next to my fear of not drinking coffee. So I was pumped that I could eat as much as I want of the good stuff, which I love anyway, and not go hungry. I actually had briefly, sorry, I'm a bit of a rambler like Paul, but I'll tell you briefly, I had a conversation with a friend today who's just done a 3-day juice cleanse, and she said she missed coffee, obviously, for the 3 days, giving her massive migraines. Plus, she was starving the whole time, and that's like my worst nightmare. So I just said, what are you doing? You should do a Shred 10. I'm not even selling the stuff. But anyway, I do believe it. I do love it. And I just want to, I don't know, I've probably gone way more than what you wanted to know, but all good?
Amber, that was awesome, mate. I've told you this before, mate. You've got like the full attractive energy. You're a big smiley face all the time we talk. Even when you text me, I've got to sit down. You know, I've got to take a seat. It's probably the best time to go to the toilet because your texts are so long. So I love your energy, but you really do explain the Shred 10 and our, as I said, our mission to inspire healthy living beautifully. Look, Matt, when you were talking about it being plant-based, that was the major attraction for me when I was shown Juice Plus. As a PT, I've been shown all sorts of things, and that was the only thing that sort of resonated with me. In today's world, you know, when we were growing up, when I was growing up, no one had allergies. You know, it was one bloke that would sneeze, you know, but no one's gluten issues, dairy issues. There's none of that, you know. But to have a brand of nutrition that's completely plant-based, but is allergy-free, you know, gluten, dairy, all that free, it allows those people to enjoy and get our nutrition in. And you were talking about recovery, mate, and for me now, it's about the recovery of life, you know, and so you can front up every day in the moment, just really buzzing on your life and not feeling dragged down. So I totally got that. And the Husky boys, don't worry about it, mate. In footy season, coaching the boys, that's Friday night. I got the Husky boys for 2 days. Like it's really Sunday evening when you get your boys back. Totally related to what you were talking about with regards to slacking off, you know. And you said it's probably a very familiar story for a lot of mums. I think it's a familiar story for just everybody. So that's where we come in. And I've always been grateful to you for embracing the shred, because you really took on the mission of upgrading your health. And I love how you say now you're just living it, because it's sustainable. You know, and as you said, if you feel like things are getting away a little bit, we just go back and shred again. It's not something brutal, crazy. We're not starving. I'm with you, mate. And I've told you this before. I could always relate to you when you talked about the fact that it's the first thing you've done when you feel like you're constantly eating. So it's about having that mindfulness, you know, and so that's what that's about. So thanks for sharing that. Look, I want to shift gears now. and share with you our business opportunity. And I'm also, in doing that, really excited to introduce you to our next guest. But what I love about our company, about our business, about what we do, is just like the product, it's simple. The company does all the hard work, you know, and it allows me and anyone working with the company to do what they love doing, and that's helping people. So the company has created the product Juice Plus. As I mentioned before, they literally spend money on having it scrutinized independently just to prove how it works inside the body, which is amazing. They stock and ship all Juice Plus to my customers and everybody's customers. They handle payments on my behalf. They pay me and my team directly into our chosen bank accounts on the 10th of the month, so I don't have to do any payroll, accounting, bookkeeping on you know, team members at all. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And they have an amazing business coaching program, and we always say this. It's really a personal development program disguised as a business. And it's not often. There's Julia, who's on the call tonight. Well, we sort of briefly had this conversation recently. Like, where else do you work with a company who has a genuine interest in seeing you grow as a person? Not about upskilling you so you can bring more money into the company, but growing you as a person. Like, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm really proud to be and excited to be a part of that company. We have a tried and proven business system. So if you find it's not working, it's probably you, and that's a part of personal growth. Trust me, I know, I've been there. We have a head office in Newcastle, full of beautiful people that look after us and our customers, and they give us a website and a virtual office, all of that for just $165. So I don't want to go into too much detail about the business, but if it does interest you in any way, just get back to the person that invited you onto this Zoom or is sharing this recording with you, and you can learn more about that. We get paid to talk to people, and I really, really love that. We get paid in 3 ways. We get paid in retail sales profit, so any Juice Plus that we share with people who buy it, the company will pay us retail sales profits or retail sales commissions on that. We earn commissions. So if we encourage and grow a team and they perform well and grow themselves, the company out of their profit pool pays us for that too. And I think it's such a cool thing, because it's a teach-to-teach business. It doesn't matter if I sign up 100 people into my team and just leave them there doing nothing. It doesn't do anything for me nor them. It doesn't fulfill our mission. But where it serves me is to actually serve on them first. And I think that's a powerful part and a powerful element to our business model. We get paid in bonuses. So we have a fast track plan, and again, I'll pick on Julia again, but she's just achieved a goal in promotions and picked herself up some bonus money along the way. So look, as I said, that's it in a nutshell. I don't want to share too much more. As I said, get back in touch with the person that's sharing this Zoom with you, but I really want to move on to inviting Val Gamer on to share her story, her Juice Plus story, you know, how it's changed her life. Now, I've got Val's bio. I'll pop her on first. Where are you, Val? There. I'll unmute you for a start. I'll spotlight you and make sure I've got you there. No, that's Matt, even though I've clicked on your name. I'll go back up here and chase you now, and I'll spotlight you. Bingo. So, Val, I'm going to read out your bio. You're a mum of 2. You're the co-founder of the Lifestyle Creators. You're a stay-at-home mum who turned into an open-hearted entrepreneur and retired. This buzzes me because I want to do this in reverse. You retired your husband from a 12-year construction business. I want to retire my wife from school teaching, just from working. Mate, that's your bio. But today we were originally having Celine on, and Celine unfortunately couldn't make it tonight. And I reached out to the world of Juice Plus, and you came back at me so quickly. I was able to breathe again because I thought I had none to share their story. And you are so typical of the amazing people that work with our company, just so generous with your time, your heart, with no interest in getting anything in return. You like all the amazing NMDs, you've done your journey, you know what it is, and you just want to help people grow. So that's your bio to me, someone that's just a servant unto others and a leader in that. So thank you for jumping on, mate, and please share with us everything that Juice Plus is for you.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, Paul, and thank you so much for everyone that's on the call tonight. And you know, I'm a simple person, and I think if anyone relates to my story or listen to the recording, I feel that my job's done. And like I said, I'm a stay-at-home mum. I have a 10 and a 7-year-old. 6 years ago, I wasn't looking for anything, to be honest. I just happened to be at a girlfriend's house. I saw a Juice Plus magnet. I saw the word whole food nutrition. It really ticked all of the boxes for me. I was that mum that was living on coffee, so I totally related to Amber's story. But when I saw this fridge magnet, it kind of, these little ears went up like Snoopy. And I said to my girlfriend, gosh, what are you doing? There's a fridge magnet on there. What are you taking? Great. And I said, have you got a new man or what's going on? And she says, Val, you know what? I just had enough of having enough. You know what? I thought I could juggle everything. My nutrition was going down. I wasn't going to the gym. And I'm thinking inside, that's me. So I said, so what are you doing? And she goes, look, I just wanted to invest into my body, into my family. Look at that magnet on the fridge, Whole Food Nutrition Juice Plus. I said, well, it's Whole Food Nutrition. It totally made sense to me. Where can I buy it? She goes, well, I don't sell it. Just text this girl the name of this on the magnet, and her name's Abby Hero. And I said, yep, I'm going to do it. So I took the name and the number from the fridge magnet. Let me elaborate. Fridge magnet. Anyway, I got in the way. I left that day all excited, got home, didn't do anything. Let me repeat that. I didn't do anything. I thought, no, I can do this by myself, get my nutrition, and I tried to do it the hard way. Well, one thing that I realized from that situation, no matter what happens, life will always pull you forward. A couple of months later, I had a car accident with my daughter in the car, and it changed everything. That was the day I realized I had postnatal depression, and I knew I'd forgotten me. I lost my identity so much, and one of them was nutrition. And that was the day that I went back into my house after that accident and looked for that little name and number of Juice Plus. I had no confidence. I could barely talk to people. And I texted this lady, Abby, and said, hi, Abby, you don't know me. You don't need to sell me anything. I know what it is. I've done my research. She was breastfeeding her third child, and I ordered the Prem pack for myself and my husband. It was the easiest sale that day. We laugh about it to this day. And, you know, for 9 months, I never met this woman. All I knew was her voice every month when she did customer care. You know, you've been referring people, you know, you should look at this. No, thank you. I just want my Juice Plus. Pretty much go away, leave me alone. But she listened to me, and she listened to me, and she could see I was needing community. And she invited me to an event 9 months later. We didn't know what each other looked like. We had to kind of text each other on, you know, what we're wearing. And my eyes just lit up, Paul. I thought, where has this been? She listened to my needs. And from then on, I was hooked. I realized that I needed this. I was so sick of watching, you know, the Wiggles, you know, and Toot Toot, you know, and all those things. I needed adult conversation. And so I got started. I got started 6 years ago, and I did nothing. I did nothing for 6 months. I made it about me. I didn't talk to anyone. I thought there was a neon sign on my head that says, come to me if you want Juice Plus. I didn't realize I had to talk to people. And you know what? I just thought, I blamed, shamed, and thought this thing does not work. And I would never forget my first Australian conference back in 2013. It was in Perth. My sponsor, Abby, said to me, she said, Val, I think you need to come and have a closer look at this. And by now, I just thought, it doesn't work. It's not me. And all of those stuff that we say. Well, I kind of convinced my husband we're going to have a romantic weekend away, and I took him to conference. So you can imagine how that went down. So we went to conference, and boy, did my heart just open up. I heard simple people, simple stories, real life, and I heard stories of people retiring their husband working part-time, earning 3 to 5, 10, 15 plus a month, but more than anything, making a ripple effect within their community. And I said to my husband, I've so been playing below the line, I want to do this. So I put a plan to place, and, you know, within 12 months we were SSC and we'd moved on. But I guess what I really wanted to share with you is that when I started this opportunity, I didn't really understand it. And to be honest, I had an ego. I didn't understand it. And I listened to people that hadn't even done this business. So I started to become resourceful, but more than anything, I started to realize that if I didn't make a change in my life, how I've been living the last 5 years, if I was to flip it, the next 5 years would be exactly the same, and 10 years. We were in over 300,000 debt in our construction business. So we had a lot of debt, we had a lot of worry, but I thought, you know what, I have such a big heart, I want to help people. My husband was the first boy born in Australia with a twisted aortic valve. He had amazing results. It helped me with my sugar addiction, my postnatal depression. How dare I don't share this with other people? So it made a life mission to share this with people. Within a few weeks, I shared it with personal trainers, stay-at-home mums, and within the next 12 months, our business tripled. But what I started to realize is, what really is this business? It's a beautiful referral-based business that really helps two things in life. It helps everyone get on top of their health. Whether you're the vegan, the vegetarian, the health addict, the junkie, or the person that, you know, drinks coffee, whatever it might be, it's fruit, veggies, and berries. You need better nutrition. And the next thing that I love, it helps people create a better lifestyle. Is that to put your children in private schooling? Is that to afford date night? Is that to help women or families, you know, get off the health benefits, whatever it might be? And I started to realize I was meeting all types of people within my community. So within 2.5 years, we made national marketing director. We had a global team of, 500 people. To be honest, I lost count. And what I started to realize in the power of residual income, I started to realize the power of conversations. So I shared it with a personal trainer 6 years ago to a guy called Dave. He shared it to a girl called Danny who lives in New Zealand. She then shared it to a guy called Dave in New Zealand. And all of a sudden we have a massive global team in New Zealand, all because I had the courage one day. But what it's really done, and when I say National Marketing Director, all it really means is I've talked to a lot of people and led a team. What it's really done for my husband and I is to dream again. We were both only children. We were both born severely sick as children. And we feel so blessed, Paul, to have 2 children that are happy and healthy. But what we were lacking, time. We were lacking time because our construction business that we were in 300,000 debt, that we thought we owned us. When you start to get phone calls on Christmas Day to do limestone walls and people want quotes, you start to realize the business owns you. And then with this model of Juice Plus, what says they do the payroll, they send the product, they do everything. So we started to grow our vision, and within a few years, I basically just built up a really big business, and it allowed my husband to have every Friday off. And that's where we really got to experience freedom, taking our children to school together, being there for school assemblies. And guess what? We started to dream even more. And one thing we started to see was my husband lose passion in his day job. So we said, what about if we really kind of stepped it up and really grabbed this by the horns? And we did. And last March, I retired my husband from our 12-year business. We sold it off to our partner. And this is all that my husband and I, Sonny, we do this full time. We work in different time zones. But man, you know what it's like to wake up and have breakfast with your children every day? Do you know what it's like to to pay it forward and buy an investment property from your Juice Plus income and be able to have your mother-in-law in that. What it's like to be able to go on trips and be there for your family. Like, I think it's school holidays here next Monday in WA. I don't have to worry about vacation care. I don't have to go and ring up my girlfriends to get them to look after my children. So when I say, what has this business given us? It's given us freedom. It's given us lifestyle choices. And this is something that I never had with my family. Both my parents worked full-time, 6-7 days a week when I was a little girl. So to be able to be there for those golden moments for your children, it's the biggest gift you can give to your family. And I just feel so privileged now. I get to help so many people around the globe, whether they want to create an extra $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, maybe it's $500 a month, whatever success looks like for you. If it's improving your lifestyle, if it's in allowing you to live in your values, you're improving your lifestyle and your family values at the same time. So that's me.
Jesus Christ, Val. I'll be honest with you, mate. I was taking notes on so many things that I identified with what you said, and then you started talking about time and family and stuff, and I thought, oh, don't start crying on the Zoom call. You know, because, mate, everything you're sharing there is dead set, hit me at home. Like, enough is enough. You know, when you shared that about your health.
It's enough is enough, Paul. And I played so small in the first 6 months.
Yeah.
So small, yes. Because I let those shitty stories of, I've never been to TAFE, I've never been to university, I'm not a doctor. I have Nellie Baldock as one of my uplines, Dr. Tamara Hunter. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a PT. I can't do what they can do. And you know what? I can. I'm Valerie Gamer. I don't need to be anyone else. I just need to be me, and my story and my heart is enough. And when I totally got out of my way, when I didn't make it about me anymore, and I started to have courage and believe in myself, and I thought that the thought of looking in my children's eyes and saying to them, Mummy could have given you more, Mummy didn't want to be more, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And I thought, what do I have to do? Who do I have to become so my children can look at me as an inspiration? So for any parents listening right now, your children watch you. They listen to you. My children, my 7-year-old knows who Tony Robbins is, knows who Jim Rohn is. So this business shows your children how to be more. It allows Sonny and I to be the best parents possible.
Mate, what are you doing? You're mad. You hit me right in the heart. You know, like with a spear. Matt and I have spoken about this. It's you know what, mate? There's a reason why Celine couldn't be on tonight's Zoom, and it's because you were supposed to be here, and I honestly believe that. I've heard your story on stage years ago when you were sharing how small you felt you were, and you've done nothing but grow, mate. Like you're an amazing inspiration. There's a reason why Celine couldn't make this call, and it was because of you. Thanks for sharing. That was so powerful. It hit me. You know, it's recently Nat Borley's said that one of her greatest fears, is not leaving a significant legacy. And I totally identified with that. When you just said about your kids, so telling them, you know, you could have had more in life, but Mummy didn't want to be more. I totally get that. You're a mad cat. You're a mad cat. I'm sincerely grateful for you taking the time out to share your story with us. I'm going to be posting this up on our page, our Magic Moments Movement page. If you would like a recording of this for your team, for anybody to hear your story, just shoot me through a message in Messenger and I'll send it through to you, mate. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I don't know if you guys want to put a hand up. I'll just do an unmute all. If you just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Bloody hell, Val, you've just messed with me, mate. So thank you for that. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks so much for jumping on our call tonight.
I look forward to seeing everyone here in 8-9 weeks in Perth. It's going to be fantastic. And you know, all I can really say is lead with the heart, be in your beautiful flow, and just know that you are impacting lives. Your story is enough.
You know, Val, we've had about 4 or 5 or 6 NMD share their story, and when I say promise them, I promise myself that I know they're going to be busy because they're NMDs. They've got great teams, people that just want a piece of them, but I'm going to squeeze my way through, push my way through, and come and give you a cuddle and a kiss and just say thank you for tonight, mate. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you guys later.
Yeah,
Good night.